a young teenager. She's a young adult. So I'm going to call her to come up and sit on the stage in the chair with me as we interview. Come on, let's welcome ZELLE. Come on, y'all, show her some love. Do you have like a specific area of things that you like to draw, or is it just general? Do you like, is it more like a cartoon, or do you like to draw like specific like nouns, animal, places, things?
Cartoons and sketches.
Cartoons and sketches. Cartoons and sketches. And are any of your drawings for sale on tonight?
Yes.
And how much are they?
5 through 15.
So you can purchase some of her drawings that she have here tonight. They're $5 through $15. Come on, guys, let's support her when we go out front. And if you was to just expound on one of the drawings, tell us just about one of them that you want us to know.
One of them is actually a picture of my little cousin.
Oh, nice. So what inspired you to draw your little cousin?
Nothing. He's just busy.
He's just a busybody. Can you draw? Let's ask our bishop to stand up. Stand up, bishop. Stand up for a minute, bishop. You see that man right there?
Yes.
That's our bishop. Can you draw him?
If he send me a picture, yeah.
All right, let's put her to the test. Who want to see her be put to the test? How long does it take? What does it normally take on average?
I have school, so it'll probably take like 2 days.
2 days? Oh, wow, that's fast. All right, so we're going to put you to action. I'm going to send you a picture tonight, okay? And we're going to put her to action. So who's going to be on the lookout to see Miss ZELLE draw our bishop? Woo! All right, is there anything else that you want to share with everyone while we're here?
Follow your dreams.
That was nice. Good encouragement. Well, come on, guys. Let's give it up for Miss ZELLE. And we want to thank you for coming out. And you guys will be able to see her table out there in the lobby. One more time. Let's give it up for Miss ZELLE.
Literacy is the ability to read and write. All right? All right. So I'm going to take y'all back to elementary school. We're going to go over the five basic parts of speech. Anybody know what a noun is? What is a noun? Person, place, or thing.
All right, so my name is Marcus Dees, as you heard, a.k.a. Jamacious. I'm 28 years old, and I love writing. I've always been a writer. I write music, songs. I just got into writing books. I was always good at writing prompts in school, but I never really thought I could write a book. So.
Okay, this book is inspiring. It reminded me of a sermon that our pastor preached one time called "Preparing for the Shift," and so this book it's very catchy to me. Awakening, prepare for the shift. What inspired you to pursue this topic in particular when you started your journey to writing?
Well, at the time, I was currently in a season of shifting, but I didn't really know. I was really focused on what people around me would think. I really wasn't ready within myself for it. So God just began to talk to me about how He would have me to shift, and just different signs to look for that would be a confirmation to just me following His voice. And so I was writing at work. As He would talk to me, I would just go in the bathroom at my job, and I made voice notes at first. Before it was a book, it was voice notes. And I didn't have a title for it, but once I kind of went through the process, the beginning of it, God began to give me the title, and that's how it came about.
Okay, awesome. Do you have a specific routine that helps you to stay focused during this time of writing?
Yes, I don't listen to music, and I kind of like quiet myself. I kind of be like a loner, and that's what kind of keeps me focused. And I try and stay in that place of creativity, because if there's any creatives in the house, you can go through a season like writer's block, and I experienced that a lot. So I just try to keep myself focused. I'm a kind of person that anything could give me inspiration. And if I do that, I don't stick to one thing. And I know one thing Bishop always says, don't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. So I try and hone in on one thing at one time, but I am that kind of person that just go to different things. So I have to just quiet everything out.
Okay. Seeing your assignment through completion.
Yes, ma'am.
In chapter 5 of Awakening, you titled it Access Granted. What would you like everyone here to take away with explaining just something? Give us a little snippet of something that you want to share from that chapter.
Okay, Access Granted basically sums up the whole book. You don't get granted the access until you go through the different seasons of your shift, and to prepare for it, because your spiritual insight is important. God's leading, hearing God's voice, getting in His Word. And I also talk about in there like how God plants us like a seed, and we have to be rooted deeply into the spiritual things of God, and then through that planting we burst up into a season. But you have to be planted first. You can't just no flower is just a flower that's there. And it went through a season of planting, a season of darkness, where nobody could see the growth, but it was growth happening under the ground, on the inside of us, being rooted in God, and then springing up. So that access comes from going through the different seasons, going through the different shifts, following God's voice, and then access granted. You'll be in your shift, just follow God's voice.
Awesome. Go through the process. Do you have any upcoming projects or ideas that you want to expound on or share with everyone here before you leave?
Yeah, right now I am actually in the process of quieting a lot of things to start on a children's book as well. It's going to be a series, and it's just going to be something that's just to teach kids about self-awareness. It'll talk about bullying, knowing that who you are, not only in God, but as a person, having moral values. Just to teach the kids that you're important and you're beautiful.
Awesome. Do you have any of these books to purchase for tonight?
Yes, I have books in the lobby. I have mugs in the lobby. I have shirts in
mugs.
the lobby.
Woo!
Yes.
Okay, so for the viewers that's out there, how much are your books? They're sold out?
Okay, the books are sold out.
So how can they purchase them?
You can go on Amazon. It is on Amazon. Just type in Awakening, or you can type in my name, it'll pull right up.
And I thought I saw is it a QR code out there?
Yes, I have a QR code. So if you want to order it on Amazon, you can scan the code and it'll pop up on your phone.
Nice. And so what about your mugs? Because I know Bishop have us on a fast right now, but as soon as this fast is over, I'm going to be using my mug because I need some coffee.
Well, don't put no coffee in it just yet. Just drink you some water or some hot tea. It works for that too. But we do have coffee mugs. The mugs are $7. The shirts are $7. So if you want one, it's there.
Well, awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We are so happy and excited. As those of you who don't know, he is one of ours, and he's also on our jump team. Whoop, 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 whoop. So we're excited about what's partaking in your life and where God is moving you and where you're headed. Keep us posted and keep us informed. Come on, guys. Let's give it up for Mr. Dees. We will be able to support him and his products outside in the lobby.
There are many varying ways to choose a house to read. First, you can ask for recommendations from your friends and dogs. Just don't ask Aunt Danielle. She only reads short books with Gucci shoes looking goddesses on the cover. If your friends and family are no-no, try checking out The Beach. Review in the New York Times. Oh, that one was good. If the ants featured there are too big for your taste, try something a little more low-leg, like See, the LeBron James magazine, or Men magazine. You could also choose a book the Black fashion way, head to your local library or school and browse the shelves until something catches your need. Or you could save yourself a whole lot of skinny trouble and log on to www.bookish.com, the fat new website to pray for books. With all the time you'll save not having to search for roaches, you can read 6 more books. And that's the story you guys created.
As you see, I'm wearing one of her products tonight, and she do have these shirts outside on the table for sale, and she's going to tell us a little bit about it as we get ready to dig into her book a little bit. So just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Shakivia. It's a long name, so I go by Kay or Renee, which is my middle name. I'm 35. I work for the School Board of Broward County. I have 3 beautiful children, and that's about it.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit about your journey as a writer and what inspired you to pursue writing books?
Okay, so I went to Florida A&M University, and I was a theater education major, so I've been writing since high school, drama club. But I was normally writing like plays and monologues, scripts, and things like that. So in the process of me going through a divorce, I started writing. And I was like, well, what if it's somebody that's going through the same thing I'm going through? So in the midst of my pain, I started writing it. And then I was like, well, I'm going to create a book. And I wanted to do a book because I know if you read it and then you can go back inside and write, and then you're on the outside looking in now. So things that you could have fixed within yourself, then now somebody else can do it. So I just wanted to write and just help somebody.
Okay, tell us a little bit about, now the title of the book is When Two Hearts Switch Beats. Tell us a little bit about what the book is about and what information we would gain with reading this book.
Yeah, so like I said, I was going through a divorce when I wrote this book, and I am not one for divorce, but if you're unequally yoked and the unsaved will want to go, let them go. So in the midst of me writing the book, I just said that if I sit there and I can, I'm sorry, do the question again.
It's okay.
I got nervous.
Just give us a little bit of information on, or expound a little bit on what the readers will glean from reading the book. So just give us a little bit of information.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. So, like I said, when you're writing in the book, because you're reading, and I have certain questions in the book to make you stand on the outside of whatever you are going through to be able to fix it. Because everyone around you may talk about you and talk about your relationship and think they know what you're going through because they see things that you may not see. So when you're in that book and you're in that process and you're writing, and then you go back and you look at those questions and you like, wait a minute, I didn't see that, but my loved one saw that. Because sometimes everybody isn't out to get you. Some people want to see you do better and they want to see you happy. So that's exactly what the book was about.
Okay. I noticed in your book you talk about a quote that your grandmother used to say that she used to tell you a lot. Can you expound on that? It says,
you can't tell your who to love. Yeah. So my great-grandmother, God rest her soul, I actually heard her say that to my mom. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional, but yeah, so my mom and my dad, they were together like until I was in college, but of course she was unhappy. She stayed because of her children, and she stayed because she loved him. So everybody around my mom, they used to be so mad and like, why are you still with this man? And you know, she was actually thinking about her kids and the love she had for him rather than herself. So my great-grandmother always used to tell her, like, don't feel bad, I love you, and you can't tell your heart who to love. So that stuck with me as a child, and she probably didn't even know I heard it, but I took it and I ran with it. So even like when I was going through what I was going through within that relationship, you can't tell your heart who to love. I can't help that I love this person no matter what it is that they're doing to me, but I can't do that in return because the love is so strong. But if you have to let them go, you got to let them go, and only God can help you with that.
All right. Would you like to share some of the challenges that you may have experienced or obstacles that you went through when writing this book, and how you overcame them, just to help some of the viewers.
Yeah, so I'm not about judgment. So I said if I wrote this book, people will see the real me and my real hurt or my real pain, and I didn't want them to laugh at me. I didn't want to be embarrassed. But when I wrote it, I say, it's not about me at this moment. It's about who I can help. So me being embarrassed about it, I had to sit, I had to fast. I had to pray. It took me I wrote that book, but it took me a long time to put it out because of that obstacle. I just thought that people was gonna laugh at me because they're on the outside looking in and you think everything is perfect, and I don't put my life out for you to see. So when you see that I'm going through a divorce, I didn't want you to laugh at me like, oh, look at her, she thought she was, happy, and oh, she's better than everybody, which I'm just a regular human being. So that was an obstacle for me. Like, I didn't even want to put the book out at first. So I had to get dealt with. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Before we let you go, do you have any upcoming events or projects that you would like to share with us?
Right now, I'm writing a children's book for my children who's actually, they're still, of course, divorce is hard when you have children. And then their dad is in the military, so they're still dealing with things and they have obstacles that they're trying to get across. So I'm in the process of writing my children's book, and I'm also in the process of writing a regular book, but not within my life. Yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your story with us, and thank you for sharing, coming out to support our event tonight. Tell us a little bit about your products that you have outside.
Outside, I have my book. Normally, I sell the book for $11. They're $8 today. I have about 15 out there. And then, of course, I have the QR code, or if you wanted to purchase on Amazon as well, you can look my name up, or you could look up When Two Hearts Switch Beats. We are always on one accord, but when you're unequally yoked and you don't want to be together anymore, those heart beats switch. So that's what it is.
All right, well, come on, guys. Thank you for joining us. Come on, let's put our hands together for Miss Shakivia Garland.